Hello and welcome to the Hoolahoop help video where I will be going over the new calendar module in Hoolahoop. So we've updated it a bit just so that it's easier to add events and it's easier to make reoccurring events, and we've made a couple other sort of minor tweaks as well. So we have our page created and we want to add some events to it. So the first thing we're going to do is, under my website, you'll notice that there's a new Manage Events functionality here. There's a little module in here. So we're going to click that. And then you'll notice that we have a couple categories already created. And this is where we would create an event. So there currently aren't any events. And we're going to just really quickly create a new category. So what categories allow users to do is, when they're viewing your calendar, it allows them to pick, sort of filter out events. So if somebody wanted to only view music events, they could just select the music filter and then it would only show events that you've put in that category. So I'm going to create a new category and I'm just going to call it meetings. And then I'm going to hit the little plus button here, like so, and it'll create that new calendar category. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to create an event. So I'm just going to create a one-time event, and then in the next video I'll go over the reoccurring settings. So we're going to select the create event button. We're going to give our event a name. So we're going to call this one Friday meeting. Under the categories pop up, so we're just going to hit the little plus button here. This is where you would choose the categories for this event. You can also create new categories from here as well. So we're going to select the meetings category, and then we're going to select the submit button here. So you have a couple different options. What we're going to be doing with this calendar is we're going to have like the full month view calendar. So it's going to show, all the days of the week and all the days of the month. And then when somebody clicks on the Friday meeting, it's going to give them a little pop-up with some information here. So let's just put in, a Friday meeting is from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And you can put whatever you want in here. So you could have, like an image or two if you wanted to. You could put more information. You could put, a slightly less information if you wanted to. Make sure you are on time. So we're just going to, make a little note in there for people to make sure that they're on time. So the start date, we would set it to Friday. And the end date, we would set it to Friday as well. If an event spans the entire day, you have this all day event checkbox. You just select that, and then you're not able to set a start and an end time. So we do have a start and an end time for the Friday meeting. So let's set this to 1 p.m. for the start time. And then the end time, we'll set it to 2 p.m. So now we are going to hit the save button. And there we go. We have our new Friday meeting. So let's jump back to the page that we were working on. So let's go to my website. Then we will scroll all the way down here and we'll select the demo page. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add a calendar to this page. So we're going to select the plus button here, and we're going to choose the calendar content option from this pop-up here. Next, we are going to choose which categories we want to display on this page. So we're going to hit the little plus button here, and then we're going to choose all of the categories. So this is going to make it so that all three of these filters are available on this page for this calendar. So we're going to hit the submit button. You can also add, if you want to add sort of just one-off. Let's say we had another category, but we didn't want to include all of the events from that category on this page. What we would do is we can add in individual events from another category just by using this little plus button here. So we don't want to do that right now. We just want to finish adding this calendar to the page. So let's, from the display type dropdown, let's choose the event calendar view option here. So once we've done that, we're just going to hit the save button here. And then when Hoolahoop is finished reloading, there we go. We have our calendar. And then people can filter the different events, or sorry, the different categories. And then they can clear the filters from here as well. So now when somebody's viewing the website, they'll see that there's a Friday meeting on the 20th. They will click on it, and it gives them all the information here. You know, maybe you could put the location in here as well, right? That it's in the break room, or, you know, it's in, you know, Frank's office. So that's the gist of creating an event and a category and adding a calendar to a page. So let's close out of here. And let's jump back into the Manage Events module. Right, so let's go over the reoccurring settings. Let's hit the Edit button here. So this event, we have it set to just on one Friday, and we have it set for 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. We can jump into the Reoccurring Settings tab here. And this is where you would set how often an event reoccurs. So this is a Friday meeting. So we're going to choose the weekly option here because it reoccurs every Friday. So we have options in here. These are pretty similar to how Outlook works when you're creating appointments. So we can choose to have this event reoccur every blank number of weeks. So we want it to reoccur every week, and on the following days we want it to reoccur every Friday. And then you can do one of two things. You can either choose it to end by a certain date, or you can have it end after a certain number of occurrences. So let's say for example, this Friday meeting happens from now every Friday until the end of the year. There we go. So there we go. That's all the settings we have that we need to set. So we're going to hit the save button here. And then we will jump back to that page. So it's the demo page down here. And there we go. Now we have a Friday meeting, and it's happening every month. So let's jump over to March. It's happening every Friday from now until the end of the year. So let's just jump back into Manage Events, and we'll hit the Edit button here, and then go back into the reoccurring settings. You can add multiple, you can stack these essentially. So they're really flexible. You can have an event happen every second Friday if you wanted to with the specific day. There we go. So this event reoccurs every, second Sunday. And then you can do the same thing where it ends at the end of the year. So you can set these up, and you can have multiple different reoccurring rules for one event. So yeah, this is the specific day option down here. So you can have it reoccur, every second Sunday, every third Monday if you wanted to. Let's close out of there. You can also have event reoccur every day or every 2 days if you wanted to. Or you can have an event display every weekday as well. And then days of the month is just a checkbox here. So, if this event occurs on like the 24th, 25th, and 26th, you can just check those options off in here. So this event, the Friday meeting, would reoccur on these days, and then it would also reoccur every Friday from here until the end of the year. Yeah, so that's sort of the gist of the basics for the calendar. You can also upload images if you wanted to for events. That looks nice if you have the events displaying like on the home page. And I'll go over that in the next video there. So we do have the functionality as well, where you can sort of do like a list view of all your events that are upcoming. And people will often have a calendar on one page, so similar to how we just did, where it's the month view calendar. And then on the homepage, they'll have sort of just a list view of the sort of next, upcoming events. And we'll go over that in the next video. So yeah, if you have any questions about this or need a hand with anything else, let me know. You can email me at drew@circlegraphics.ca.